what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us. Breaking Bread, the podcast. My name is Jorge Urrea, along with my co-host, Chef Jay-Z.
Let's do this.
Today, we're going to be making albondigas. So today, we're using 1.5 pounds of ground beef and 1 pound of ground pork. What do you usually do your meatballs with, Kana?
I use all three. I use beef, pork, and a little veal.
Oh, what does the veal do? It brings it, makes it more moist?
That's Italian style.
Serio?
Italian style, yeah.
That's right.
Why did you pick this dish?
I picked this dish because it's my favorite.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's something that reminds you of.
I mean, I just love the Mexican culture. So, and I'm a fat boy, so I like to eat everything. But soups wise, I like pozole de camarón and albondiga.
Oh yeah. So, Cease, tell us a little bit about you, man. Tell us a little bit about you. You know what I mean? How did you, fell in love with cooking, or how did this help you as you were going?
Man,
It's just huge. I mean, it's therapy, brother.
For sure.
It really is, at least for me it is.
For sure. No, I agree. I guess just I grew up with all women in my family.
Yeah, same here.
My grandma, my mom, my sister, and the chisme was always in the kitchen, my boy.
Yeah.
The chisme was always in the kitchen, and I was always in the kitchen listening.
That's right.
And from then, it was like I started really paying attention to what they were making. I would ask, "Oh, what are you making today?" So on and so forth. And then here we are.
Yeah.
I ended up just falling in love with culinary arts.
That's right.
And I don't consider myself really a chef like my boy, obviously, but I consider myself a very good cook, and I'm from the hood, so I consider myself a hood chef.
We all got a little chef in us.
For sure.
We all got a little chef in us.
For
man.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a professional chef as long as you like it. For me, honestly, it's a therapy.
Yeah.
I get in the kitchen and it just takes me away. Put a little music on,
Go on a little viaje.
Yeah. It's a way for me to unwind.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
That I feel the same way. I feel like cooking is therapy for anything. You could be going through anything, and once you're doing, especially this process, the chopping process, you just go on a viaje.
yeah, I agree.
And what better than to go on a little trip and you're creating something delicious?
Oh, exactly. The final result is probably the best.
For sure. Sure.
Yeah.
This is the first episode of a few that we got going on, and first and foremost, I want to thank you for being aboard, my boy.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. We started talking about this maybe 4 years ago.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, I said, you know what? All right, let's do it.
Sure.
A couple of years went by. We talked about it again. Let's do it. And then, come 4 years later, here we are. We're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
Finally doing it.
yeah. So it was definitely a vision that you had, and I'm just proud to be part of it.
Thank
you. Know what I'm saying? Proud to be part of this journey.
Thank you, Karnal. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. That's Breaking Bread, the podcast. That's the whole reason behind the show, is just to give a platform to those who like to cook and use it as a tool as well to cope with, not so easy days.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. And actually, I think honestly, I could remember my mom going through it, and while she was making dinner.
is that right?
Yeah, because my mom, she used to like to drink while she cooked.
Right.
Because she wouldn't eat when she was drinking, but she would cook for us.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So when she was cooking for us, the music would hit a little different.
Absolutely.
There was times that I would be, passing by the kitchen and I could hear her sniffling and, going through it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro, that's the whole purpose of this, my boy, is just to, just to bring a little light on those who
I
take
think
it as a tool.
I think for me, honestly, I think for me, when you told me, you know what, you had a vision, you wanted to do this, I said, why don't we turn kitchens into classrooms?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? We bring these people in, we mentor them, and hopefully, we could get 2 or 3 people from the 10 or 12, whatever it is, and these people might go on to be executive chefs or be a sous chef or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then we did our job.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm honestly I'm excited, not only because this is what I love to do, but I'm excited because we have the opportunity to change lives.
That's it, bro. In the kitchen,
Yeah.
something like we like doing anyway.
That's right.
so-
That's right.
And what do you think about the importance of creating a podcast behind that idea?
I mean, it's a genius idea,
Right?
It's-
Because you've done podcast interviews, I've done podcast interviews.
but nothing like this, though.
Nothing like this.
Nothing like this.
It's a little different.
Yeah,
People-
yeah,
The whole purpose of this is so people could take something from it and use it in their everyday life.
yeah.
The inspiration behind me cooking, bro, started with my jefa. Just watching her, my grandma, and my tias get down in the kitchen.
Yeah. That was me too, man. That was me too, man.
I was the only boy, so couldn't go outside. So the next best thing was just to join the cheese man.
You know what? I remember, honestly, I remember my on Sundays, all my cousins coming, all the aunts, all the uncles, everybody outside throwing a big barbecue and all that, and all the kids playing outside. I was in the kitchen with my grandma.
Heck yeah.
I was in the kitchen with my grandma. She was telling me, oh, you got to put a little bit of this, you got to put a little bit of that. You know what I mean? We were tasting, and you know what? It really excited me.
It was fire.
From a young age.
For sure.
From a young age, I knew that this is what I wanted to do.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now that cooking saved my life, bro.
That's right.
Cooking saved my life.
That's right.
You know what I mean? When I really got down to it, and I started really getting more technical. I mean, honestly, it would just take me away, bro. It would take me away.
Yeah.
I was on a whole nother. You know what I mean? I wouldn't think about nothing but what I was doing.
Yep.
And honestly, I think with your podcast and what you're doing and how we're gonna go through these different people working and different episodes, I think this is gonna be a great opportunity, a great avenue for people to really get engaged, not just with the cooking aspect of it, but how it could set you free.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's where my idea came from, is because I go on a viaje when I cook I could cook. People wouldn't even be hungry at the pad and I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in there making like food for like 15 people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's why I chose to talk to you about it. Because I know we come from the streets, you know what I mean? And for those out there that are listening and watching, like, give it a shot in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah,
It heals. And that's that.
It's
That's the
therapy.
message
It's
I'm trying to
therapy.
get
It's
away.
therapy.
Yep.
Really, it is therapy. I mean, people have different types of different avenues that they engage with. But
For sure.
for me, this was how I connected with not only myself, but being able to provide to other people. You know what I mean? And honestly, now this is how I paid my bills. I was able to buy a house for my family. I'm able to provide
That's
because
right.
of this.
Let them know, my
because
boy.
of this.
Let them know.
You know what I mean?
And
It-
what
it has-
better place?
I know, but it hasn't been easy.
No, for sure.
It hasn't been easy.
For sure not.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's a struggle. And
What title do you hold right now?
I'm an executive chef for what they call executive chef for. I mean, I'm an executive chef, but I mean, I'm at the highest level that there is within the company. And again, you got to understand that I'm a kid from the streets.
Where'd you start off? Like, you're a chef, you're an executive chef.
I started as a pot washer.
That's right.
I was washing pots, and I said to myself, you know what? If I'm gonna be a pot washer, I'm gonna be the best pot washer that ever lived.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I used to leave those pots shinier than China.
That's
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yup.
But that was just the passion that I had.
That's
You know what I'm saying? The passion that I had.
Washing dishes or cooking?
Whatever I do, I'm gonna be the best at it.
That's it.
And I think that's what we need to. Our guests that are gonna be on the show and the different cooks that are gonna be on the show. That's the message you want to send to them.
Yeah.
Whatever you decide to do and whatever you decide to cook or be the best at it.
Yep.
Be the best at it. And I mean that honestly, that's what saved me. That's what saved me.
And you know what? I'm on the same page, Chef. Me going up through mental health.
Yeah. No. You have an awesome story. You have an awesome story.
I
People
really,
need to hear your story.
Thank you, bro. I really got a comfort in working in the kitchen while I was in the mental hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was like
It's therapeutic, bro.
and that was the most normal thing I could get into at
It's
the facility.
therapeutic, yeah.
And I was a kid, 11 years old.
Yeah.
I was peeling potatoes in the facility.
So I remember being in juvenile hall, and I was in the kitchen crew.
Yep.
And I joined the kitchen crew not only for the passion of food, but because you always eat the best.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So it was like I developed that love from the beginning. Like I already knew that I had a passion for it, but as I went on with learning more and experimenting here and there, it was like, I mean, it was, you know what I mean?
You couldn't get enough of it.
I couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't.
It's like you're not going to be able to get enough of these albondigas, I'm going to tell you.
Well, we'll see. We'll see because I haven't tried them, but
Yeah,
we'll
bro,
see.
but you know what? At the end of the day, we all have a story, and our story just happens to have cooking involved, bro.
Yeah.
And what better way than to share our story while we show what we do?
This is awesome, and honestly, I'm so honored to be part of this journey
Thank you, my
because
boy.
I honestly feel that we're gonna change lives.
Yes, sir. That's the whole.
And again, if it's one or two or three that we could capture through this, I mean, I think we've done our job.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? This is just a message to everybody else that you don't have to be part of the negative narrative in society. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. No, absolutely.
Social media and the news and all that shows that it's kind of cool to do stuff that's against the grain. But like I tell the kids, like either roll with the program or roll against it, and you're gonna have a much harder time rolling against it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I think a lot of these kids can get a lot out of cooking because at the end of the day, it keeps them distracted, bro. You know what I'm saying? It keeps them distracted.
It keeps them distracted, but it keeps them motivated at the same time.
Because they're creating,
they're creating, and then they see people like tasting their dishes, and they're like, oh wow, they like it.
Yeah.
So it motivates them. Okay, what's gonna be my next dish, or what's gonna be? You know what I'm saying?
That's what motivates me. You know what I mean?
For me, it's always been a motivation for me because, it's not everybody has the luxury to serve other people.
That's right.
So when you're on that platform and you're able to do that, and people accept it and they like it, I mean, it's an amazing feeling.
That's it.
It's an amazing feeling. Oh man!
Go time, my boy.
Yeah, it's all you.
I mean, it depends how it tastes.
Man.
That's all me, my boy. This, just a little something.
So take me back a little bit on this dish. I know you've been talking about this dish and you were gonna do it, and how were you inspired by this dish?
This is home right here. Like, I don't know
Takes you back?
Yeah, bro. This is home. This is comfort. This is Mexican, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It looks amazing.
And to be honest with you, I haven't always ate like this. So these days that we can eat like this, I don't take it for granted.
You gotta enjoy it. Honestly, I'm excited, not only to try it, but to take in the whole experience.
But are you ready?
Oh,
that's the question.
I think we're ready. to go. Give it a little bit of lemon, right?
If you guys got Tapatio or Valentina at home,
I don't think you need it. I don't really think you need it.
What would you go for first, the caldito or the
I'm going for the meatball.
All right.
I'm going straight in for the meatball.
All right, you ain't wasting no time.
Albondiga.
All right.
Oh my God.
Fire?
Oh my God. The flavors are
This is how we do it. I don't know.
amazing.
I don't know how you guys do it, but this is how we do it right here.
Well, I'm gonna dip, if that's okay. I'm gonna dip a little bit,
For sure.
but the meatballs are so, I mean, they're tender. I mean, so much flavor.
What do you think, my boy?
Oh my God. Overall, the dish is amazing.
Thank you.
The meatballs are tender. The potatoes are tender. Besides that, I'm really excited about the guests that are coming in and what dishes they're gonna prepare for us.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, we definitely have some good dishes on the way.
yeah.
Um,
I think we got a good thing going
mean,
here, man.
the slogan says it all. We're gonna. The whole goal is to turn these kitchens into classrooms.
Turn kitchens into classrooms. Absolutely.
And the classroom part comes with how to cope with difficult times, and most of all, how to cook right.
Exactly.
Because everybody could cook,
Everybody could
but
cook.
cooking good, that's different. You know what I'm saying?
I think not only cooking good, but if
Yeah, the meatballs definitely are gonna need some flavor. Let me tell you that.
but if with our guests that are going to be in the future episodes, if we could capture them and help them to understand that, you know, cooking is a relief. It's a way for them to escape what they're doing and free them
Yeah.
from any mental or any stress that they're going through.
Let the creativity fly.
Exactly.
I'm with you, I'm Coach.
Honestly,
I'm with you, Chef JZ.
honestly, I'm really excited about what you're doing, and I mean, I think the best is yet to come. But what are your steps moving forward? You know, to impact not only our guests coming onto this podcast, but the youth. I know you've been very huge on impacting the youth.
Yeah.
But what's next? What's next?
Man, I got a lot of stuff coming. The main thing right now is I'm working towards starting my own nonprofit organization called Pushing Forward.
My God, that's
And what I'm gonna do is
amazing.
I'm gonna wrap a RV with 2 big arrows on the sides, and I'm gonna tour the United States speaking to different schools, and I'm
man.
gonna keep pushing forward.
My man,
Yeah.
my man.
So that's
and
it.
and if you need me to go on the road with you, best believe
Oh,
I'm
we're
there.
going on tour. That's for
I'm
sure,
there.
Chef.
I'm there.
Thank you.
I'm there.
Thank you. That's what I got going, bro.
I appreciate everything that you're doing. I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, and I mean, I think for as far as me growing up, this is something that was lacking around that time. I don't know if you could
I mean, it's like you said, turning these kitchens into classrooms is something unheard of. And I think by giving people this platform to not only show them and motivate them how to be better cooks, but I think it's also important that people can see another tool to use as therapy for mental health issues.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know that cooking in the kitchen can take you on a trip where you forget about all the stuff going on right now. Put that to the side. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing drugs or alcohol or whatever, you put that to the side and you start cooking, bro.
Right,
and it gives you the same high. You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
and that's what I'm trying to do. And thank you for being along with me on this journey.
Hey,
like I said, we just started.
I'm in it 100%.
That's
you
right.
gotta understand. I'm in it 100%. I love your concept. This dish is amazing.
Thank you.
I mean,
Eat up,
honestly,
my boy.
it takes me back.
So enough about me, my boy. I want to hear what you got going on. What's in your future endeavors other than being a big part of Breaking Bread, the podcast?
Well, honestly, George, I got so much going on as far as, you know, in the kitchen and, you know, developing people and working with different chefs and different cooks. And I'm honestly, I'm more excited of what's going to happen with this podcast.
Sure. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? with the guests that we're gonna have coming in,
Yep.
and how can we nourish them, and how can we engage them into how this is gonna help with their future
Okay.
or get them out of situations.
And that goes not only in the future with life in general, but in their future endeavors in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
Absolutely.
day, you're the executive chef for. I'm just giving advice on life, and that's all we need to get these youngsters moving forward, bro.
But this is the perfect platform
Thank you.
for us to do it.
Of course.
And
I like to say, like, something I like to say is in Spanish, nothing chafa, right? Nada se va a hacer chafa,
nada,
right?
nada.
And I was raised to go big or go home, right? So I just want you to know, and the viewers to know, that we got some amazing stuff on the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Breaking Bread, the podcast, is something that's going to change a lot of lives, you know?
Yeah,
And much
absolutely.
respect to the other podcasters and the other shows that are out there, but it's nothing like this, my boy. We're
Absolutely.
cooking. We're changing kitchens into classrooms.
I think we have the perfect opportunity and the perfect platform to take some of these kids and show them another way.
Yep.
Show them another
That's
way.
it. That's it.
You
So they
know?
can live a little bit easier than what we do.
Absolutely.
That's right, my boy. and that's why I got you on the team, because not too many people can understand that,
Absolutely.
and not too many people are in the mindset where they're ready to execute that, right?
Absolutely.
So just for the record, like, we have a lot of shows coming, people. Like we have a lot of shows on the way. We have a lot of talent coming. We have a lot of stories that are coming onto Breaking Bread, the podcast. And the whole meaning of this is to watch our guests advance in life, whether it's just on a professional level as a chef or just in life in general.
Well, I think there's an advantage here, because what you went through and what I went through,
Yep.
we could give that to the guest
Yep.
and show them that there is another way.
Sure.
There is another way.
There is hope to keep it pushing.
Yeah, there is another way.
end of the day.
And going forward, we could show them that the avenues, you know, if they are really serious about the culinary, we could show them that there is classes that they could take at the community colleges, and, you know, there's different avenues.
Sure.
That's stuff that I did not have
Sure.
when I was growing up.
Well, that's why I have you on the show, my boy, so you could share that. so you could share the avenues, you know, because I know different avenues.
Yeah.
I know how to stay out of trouble. I know how to I know my triggers. I know this and that, but I don't know the ins and outs in the kitchen, and that's
All right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do this?
Talk to me.
Why don't we take this to the next episode, and we take our first guest
That's right.
and we show them
Okay.
that there is another way.
That's it.
There is another avenue. There is different doors that could open for them
Yeah.
through the culinary industry.
That's it.
And that'll be our job to show
it.
them, man.
We got a lot of work to do. We're gonna let you guys go now, but while we finish our dinner, and I just want to thank you guys.
I'm gonna finish my dinner. I'm definitely gonna finish my dinner.
I just want to take the time to say thank you to everybody for joining us. Once again, we are Breaking Bread, the podcast, in collabs with LA County Department of Mental Health, and we're here to show the way. I mean, there's nothing else to say, but we're going to continue turning kitchens into classrooms. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Oh, man.
Breaking Bread, the podcast.
I'm gonna finish my dish.
Kitchens
I'm
into
gonna finish
classrooms.
my dish.